What's up, ladies and gents? Senator No One, your host here, and we've got a lot to talk about. This is going to be a big, I'm going to be saying a lot of things today, so I hope you guys are ready. Hope you're here to spend the time with me and listen, because this channel is changing, and today we're going to be talking about exactly what those changes are, what they mean for the channel, how we're going to be doing this moving forward, and all of that. So first and foremost, thank you all for spending the last 14 years with us here on YouTube. It has been my pleasure, my honor to be able to have been in some of your lives for a significant amount of time. For those of you that have been watching for such a long time, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have literally put food on my table as well as my family's table, and I can't thank you enough for those of you that have been with us for the longest of times. But with everything in life, there comes a time when it's time to change, adapt, move forward so we don't get stuck behind. And I feel that this channel has been kind of living in the past for far too long, living off of our old walkthroughs, being different. That's funny. Someone just said in the chat, it's a Paul World channel now. That's right. Yeah, this channel is changing now, and all we are playing from now on is Fortnite in Paul World. No, I'm just kidding. That's never going to happen. I don't think you'll ever see Paul World or Fortnite on this channel. So dodged a bullet there. But in all seriousness, the channel is changing. It is time to move on, time to grow up, time to become a little different and change with what the landscape of YouTube and Twitch and all the gaming industry is doing at this point. So first of all, I want to say that this is a video where I want your feedback. I need your feedback. Feedback is 100% a must on this to make sure that what I'm suggesting here of how we're going to be moving forward is going to be something that you guys are on board with. And I'm totally fine with some of you might not be on board with this, but it's more about the majority. And I want to make sure, and so far as what I can tell you right now is that the majority is so far on board with this, because I've already checked into it via the community tab, which is a place that you guys can always come whenever I have a question for you or when I'm trying to let you know what's going on. And all of that. This is where you want to go to make sure that you can get in on voting for specific games or for specific things that I may have ideas of and stuff. So for those of you that did participate in the poll that I did, first off, thank you guys so much for doing that. It means the world to me that you guys participated in that to help out. But what I need from you now is I need your feedback via comment, not just polls, right? Not just voting. I need your comments. So what I want you to do is I know I'm live streaming this because I want to get this out in a live format because I want to talk to you guys live as well for those of you that are here, but I need you to comment below. Okay, when you're done with this video and you've heard my ideas of how I want to rebrand the channel and how I want to move the channel forward, what I need from you all is to comment below. Okay, this is very, very important because one of the biggest things that I take to heart is feedback. All right, criticism, constructive criticism, all that stuff means a lot to content creators so that we can do better, so we can be better and keep moving forward in a positive way. So please, when you're done with this video, when you're done with this live stream, if you're watching live, make sure you comment below, because the live stream stuff I'm not really going to be able to see afterwards. So make sure you comment below so I can read and I plan on reading every single comment in the comment section below and replying to you guys, because I really, this is probably my most important video that I've ever made, besides the video that I told you guys that I was having a beautiful, wonderful little girl. And that, I don't think any video will ever top that one, but this is a very close second because the channel is changing. All right. And I'm going to get into exactly how we're changing now. Okay. So since 2010, this channel I've had one goal in mind for this channel, right? That goal has been to provide a place for anyone any color, any nationality, any race, any ethnicity, any gender. It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, a place for you to come to relax, sit, enjoy video games, allow me to express my love of video games, and put it out there for the world to see. Now, that's the overall encompassing goal that this channel has had ever since the beginning. Now, there's been other goals inside that as well, being to be a guide channel, to show you guys how to beat games on hardest settings, show you how to stealth around enemies, because stealth is what I love. Stealth is what I do. It's stealth is in my bones. And if there's ever a way for me to get around an enemy as opposed to just going straight through them, I would rather do that, because I just think there's an art to leaving the enemies in the world and knowing that you were able to get around them without ever them seeing you. That's just something I've always felt has been amazing to me, and I will never not feel that way. In any game that I play, the first and foremost thing that I will always do is try to find a way to sneak around an enemy, because that is so important to me and what this channel has always been about. Yeah, we are a shadow, you know, there's just something about that not a lot of channels do. Some channels do stealth in the sense of, well, if no one's left alive, then you've stealthed through it. That's not the case. I like to look at the games that I play as if there's going to be people coming in hours from when I'm done with a mission and saying, no one was here. I don't see anybody. I mean, there's, you know, and I know it's so stupid to think of, but I've always thought of those are the types of video games that I want to leave. I want to think that there is some guy coming in on the morning shift after we've come through and stealthed an area. And if he sees all these dead bodies on the ground and what the heck, you know, and all that stuff, I feel like I failed. I feel like I want that person that comes in on the next shift of a place that I've stealthed and be like, just going off their normal day. Nobody knows anything. And that has always been an excitement part of my gaming life, right? But you got to understand, change has to happen. Change has to move forward. Games are not the same as they were before. You could, in my honest opinion, you could say the golden era for my type of gaming has always been from probably the year 1998 until 2015. Between 1998 and 2015, there was a good prominence of stealth games, and unfortunately, that's getting less and less. Although there is new excitement, new Splinter Cell is coming out, that's cool. Assassin's Creed still has good stealth in it. And then Hideo Kojima just announced a new action espionage game, just like the Metal Gear series. He's creating a new type of series, but that's years and years away. So hopefully, because of that rejuvenance of stealth, that means more developers will start noticing that stealth doesn't need to go, right? We can still have more stealth games. Everything doesn't need to be live service or open world. We can have great new games that require us to be stealthy, and that I really, really hope that's still the future of gaming. But that's not what I'm changing, right? My aspect of gaming is not changing. The way I go about gaming is not changing. What's changing is what we're going to be doing on this channel and the content that you're going to be seeing. Okay. The biggest, let me just put it out there for you guys, just so I can stop beating around the bush, and then we can go over the details later. So what I want to rebrand this channel as is a 100% completion channel. Think of channels like The Completionist, right? However, there's a little difference than what I'm doing. I'm not trying to take over someone else's work or trying to copy someone else's work. I think, what is the saying? Like, the good artists are able to take a little bit from here, take a little bit from there, take a little bit from there, and then put their own spin on it. I mean, because nothing in this world is original anymore. We're at the point in this timeline in our world where it's getting harder to be original. You know, there's other channels out there that are doing exactly what I want to do, but this is going to be my own take on it, right? And I'm hoping that that's what's going to make you want to come to see this channel more, right? So we're going to be turning into a 100% channel, meaning that every game that we play, I'm not going to say every game, because there are games that came out before achievements and trophies and things like that, like PlayStation 2, regular Xbox games, early PC games, all that stuff doesn't have 100% capabilities, right? So because of that, There will be still normal walkthroughs that we do on the channel, like our older stealth games and things like that. But for newer games and those types of things that have achievements and stuff, I want to go to 100% type of channel. Now, when I say that I'm not just being just like the completionist, what I mean by that is, if you guys don't know who the completionist is, really cool guy. He does videos where he shows you that he completes a game 100% and then he shows you how he did it. Okay. He doesn't really stream him doing it. He just shows you in the video how he went about to do it. Like, there were this many deaths I had, or the game took this long to do to beat the story, those things like that, right? Well, what I want to do is a little different than that. What I want to do is live stream my playthroughs, meaning that everything I do will be live from now on. There'll still be videos on the channel, but just get to me. Hold on. Like I said, there's still going to be those normal walkthroughs that we do of older types of games, and games that I feel have a good walkthrough sense to them. Guys, let's be honest. Walkthrough channels are dead. Walkthrough channels that are like me are dead, because most people now that watch games with walkthrough, like, and I'm going to use examples because I really want you guys to understand exactly what I mean by everything that I'm saying. Okay. I want to go into detail, right? If I put, honestly, what's a new game that just came out? Let's just say The Last of Us 2 walkthrough, right? I just type in The Last of Us Part 2 walkthrough, right? These are the channels that are always going to be first. Nothing you can do about it. Right? You got the Rad Brad. He's not a walkthrough channel. I don't understand why he puts walkthrough in his title. I mean, I know he's a good guy. I've met him. He's a nice guy. But he doesn't do walkthroughs. He does Let's Plays. A walkthrough is, you know what you're doing and you're showing what you're doing, right? But you know what you're doing. You know what is ahead. A Let's Play or a playthrough is commentary and you fumbling your way through. You don't know what's ahead. It's that blind type of ness, right? That's what he does. He doesn't do walkthroughs, but because he's so popular and he uses walkthrough, it makes other channels like myself not able to even be close to being seen. The other guy is MK Ice and Fire. He doesn't do walkthroughs. He does Let's Plays, but he doesn't with no commentary. A lot of people don't want to listen to a voice, and they just want to see a game play through, right? These type of folks, which they're amazing in what they do, and I'm glad that they've got as popular as they have, but they have soiled the name walkthrough, in my opinion. Okay, this is just me. Everybody can think differently. Therefore, it's impossible to grow as a walkthrough channel when everyone that's in front don't do actual walkthroughs and they do Let's Plays. And when people search for games, they're going to be searching, and then they're going to pick the first thing that they see come up. So they're going to take this one, they're going to do it. Oh, it's a long video, I'm going to watch it. And then they won't go all the way down and find some of us that are obviously a little bit lower. Look, I just did a walkthrough for The Last of Us Part 2. I'm going to even put remastered in there, right? Let's see where I show up. Okay. Dude, Game Riot does not do walkthroughs. Nice guy, great guy, but he doesn't do walkthroughs. Shakiro doesn't do walkthroughs. They don't do walkthroughs. They do Let's Plays. But let's see where mine is. Nowhere to be seen. You even have other games that are not even The Last of Us show up before anything from mine is showing up. Look at this. Where's mine? There I am, right there. I am this far down, and the one that doesn't show up, or the one that shows up, is part 23, the finale, as opposed to part 1, which is what I would want. I guess if you hit part 1, it might change a little bit, but there you go. I finally showed up, and that's the only one. Oh, there's part 21. But you got to go all the way down to see an actual walkthrough of a game, of showing you exactly what to do in each section. 100, or how to get the YouTube algorithms are just awful. And people's been able to exploit that, and it makes it a lot harder for me to do what I intended this channel to be. So because of that, this channel can no longer be that type of channel. I have to move forward. I have to change it up. I have to do things a little differently. And so that's what we're going to do. I don't want to be known as what these guys do, because these guys, they don't do walkthroughs. They do Let's Plays, but they don't label them that because most people search for walkthroughs, you know, because they want to learn how to play a certain thing. So what I'm doing from now on, and again, I want your feedback in the comments below on if you like this idea or not, is I'm doing 100% playthroughs. What I mean by 100% is we are going to Let's Play the games that we play. They're going to be live streamed, okay? But they're going to be 100%. Every achievement, or every trophy, all of that, okay? This is a huge undertaking, obviously. This also means there's going to be less games done at a time on the channel. Think of it as like, right now, my goal is, now all of this is subject to change. I want your feedback to know how this works and if you like the idea and all that. 2 100% playthroughs or walkthroughs at a time. Okay. Essentially, it would be streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday for game A, streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for game B. Okay. Sometimes Saturdays would actually turn into retro streams, because I love to do retro Saturdays. And I think most of you out there also like retro Saturdays. I keep seeing and hearing people say, you know, they want me to keep doing the retro Saturday stuff, and I love to do that. So that's what I like to do. Now, this means I will be streaming a lot more and less normal videos, but we're still doing videos. So we're going to get to the second part of this. So essentially what I would do during my streams is I would have a plan. Yes, we still plan on doing COD Fridays. There will be streams that are different timed and stuff like that, that we do. Yes. So it's a lot of moving some things around, but I'm just giving you a time frame that is what I would like to go for. Things can change and there will be different things that we do during places, but you'll always know. It's essentially me doing this way is going to allow you guys to know, one, when I'm streaming, 2, you get a sense of consistency, right? And that's been one of the things that have always lacked, I think, in this channel, is consistency. And that's going to lead to another point that I'm going to share with you guys, the whole ADHD angle and why I'm doing what I'm doing and what led me here when we get into that part. But right now I want to stick with what I'm trying to tell you before I get sidetracked here. So essentially, a rough estimate, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that. And then the streams would be about 3 to 4 hours long, and we'd be 100%ing stuff, meaning that I have a plan in front of me. I see the achievements or the trophies that I need to get. Some games require you to play the game multiple times in order to platinum or something like that, which means that's what we would have to do. So in those cases, the first time we play it, I would show all cutscenes, and have it be done as if we're playing the game, obviously for the first time, but we're learning about everything. And I'm showing you all of the beauty of the game. We're taking our time, we're enjoying it, we're having fun, we're getting achievements, we're getting trophies, we're doing all that kind of stuff. And I'm writing it all down. I'm studying this is where I got this and all that kind of stuff. And we're going through it. So you might start seeing playthroughs of games done on the very easiest setting at first, right? When you get into a game at first, there's specific achievements that are tied to completing it on different difficulties, but you never tackle those first. You always tackle the easiest difficulty first, so you can go around getting the easiest trophies or achievements. Like, say, take for instance my Last of Us 2 walkthrough, right? I did Grounded with collectibles. That's not something you necessarily want to do. You shouldn't, in my honest opinion, be playing a game on Grounded and getting collectibles. You should play the game on either a normal setting, As you're learning it, go around, get all the collectibles on the easiest or normal setting, learn the level, become a master at the game, really good at it. And then by the time you come back and you play on Grounded, you're focused. You're focused on getting the game beat on Grounded instead of worrying about going around to every corner and looking for a collectible. So what I did is technically not something you would really want to do. It doesn't make much sense to do it that way. But I did it that way because I'd already played The Last of Us on normal. And I'd never got all the collectibles on normal. There was a few that I missed. So I said, okay, well, since I'm doing Grounded, let's just do it with getting the collectibles. And it added so much more frustration than it needs to be, because then you got to spend even longer in the levels, which the levels are already super, super tough. And to add on 100% collectibles, that just, it makes you not want to play the game anymore. Honestly, it didn't make me not want to play it because I love the gameplay of The Last of Us so much, but you can see where that comes from. So I'm taking ideas. I'm actually looking up people that actually do this and seeing what they do, how they work it out, so I can get ideas. It's okay to take ideas from other creators, but make it your own, right? You know, don't just take someone else's idea and then copy it exactly. You know, the best people say, you know, take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and then build upon your own from that point. So that's what I want to do. 100% Let's Plays. Will I still call it walkthroughs? I mean, I don't want to call it walkthroughs, but as you can see, everybody calls it walkthroughs. And I'm still so afraid that the algorithm will suck for me if I just call it Let's Plays, because then it's tough. That's why I need your ideas. That's why I want your feedback on that. What do you guys think too? But anyways, we would obviously title them 100%. And I'm going to give you an example of something that I did that is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. God of War Ragnarok. This is when I first originally came up with this idea. All right. Thank you, Devil6 for the subscription. This is the first game. Honestly, guys, listen to this when I tell you, this is the first game I ever platinumed. First game ever on PlayStation that I ever platinumed. I know I've 100%ed games before, but I've never platinumed a game. Okay. This meant so much to me when I did it. And those of you that were in these live streams know exactly what I mean by that. You were there with me as we literally went through every single thing that you could do in God of War Ragnarok. And it was fun. I had so much fun. This is why this game is my favorite game of all time. Because I took the time and I did everything. All collectibles, all side missions, all Valkyries, all the stuff. I know it wasn't Valkyries in this game. It was what were they called? I don't remember. They were guys instead. They weren't females. But we did it all, and we finished the entire game. And then I even did a Gimme God of War one as well. But there we did it. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So this was when I originally started to get the idea of thinking of moving it forward, but I kept off on it because I was still not taking any medicine. So now I'm going to get to the point of where I'm telling you why I feel this is the time I can do it. I saw someone ask me a question, Britt, can my health handle this? Well, let me tell you why I feel it can at this point. Okay. Since I was a kid, I was on Ritalin, right? Very hyper child, and it had a bad effect on my heart. They had to take me off. They were afraid it was going to end up killing me. So for my whole entire life, up until December of last year, I've never taken any medicine for my ADHD because I was always afraid that it would affect my heart in such a way that it could kill me. So I never did. And a lot of people that have been on this channel, they know about this. But I finally said, listen, I have almost ruined this entire channel. And I really feel that I messed up big time on this channel. And it makes me sad to say that, but it is 100% true. There's so many walkthroughs that I've done on this channel that have not been completed. So many things that I said, oh, I'm going to complete this, and then I don't. And that is 100% due to my ADHD. I'm not trying to make excuses, but it is true. Anyone that has ADHD knows that it's so hard to focus on one thing at a time, that it's so hard to sit there and do something for a long period of time and not physically start and mentally start to hate the thing you're doing, and you got to move to something else, or it's going to drive you bananas up the walls. You can't focus. You can't do anything. You got to move on to the next. It's just, that's how it was. When I would play Splinter Cell games, or when I would play Hitman games, I could do it for so long before I would get to the point that I hated it. I hated playing Splinter Cell. I hated playing Hitman, and I never would play them again for months at a time, because all I could think in my head was, oh my God, that made me feel that I was so tired of playing that. I was so emotionally tired because of my ADHD. And it was so hard, and I've literally ruined this channel. This channel is nothing compared to what it used to be. I mean, if I go to my videos, right, and I search my most popular videos, most of my stuff is from 10, 11 years ago. Most of my top videos, right? Except there's one video, for some reason it doesn't show up on here, and I have no idea why. My most popular video is this, but for whatever reason it doesn't show up on here like it's my most popular video. Right there. My most popular video is Inside. I've told you guys the story of me doing the Inside gameplay walkthrough many times before. You don't need to hear it. It was a game I was never expecting to get as many views on, you know. It's just those, sometimes you hit those things and you have no idea they're coming, right? But one, it was streamed, and two, and it was streamed on accident, because I originally did a whole video of me doing it, and the audio got corrupted, and I said, I'm not doing the whole video again. I'm just going to stream it. I already know what to do. I'll stream it. And then that became my most popular video. So that was weird. That's an outlier, right? But most of the things I've done, except for this Bill Clinton thing, I mean, it's so stupid, were my walkthroughs from 10 years ago, when at that time, and a lot of my biggest videos are my Hitman, Splinter Cell. You know, Hitman and Splinter Cell have been two of my biggest walkthroughs, obviously. Even my Resident Evil walkthrough 9 years ago did actually pretty well. But what I'm trying to say is all my stuff is from so long ago. The newest thing I have that even got 1 million views, obviously, was this throwaway video that I did when I was streaming the Game Awards. And then, of course, Hitman 3 years ago. Obviously, Hitman was going to be popular because my channel is a stealth channel, so that made sense. But most of these videos are all 10 years old, 13 years old, right? I don't got anything in here that are above 200,000 views in over 10 years. That tells you something. That tells you that what I've done in the past 10 years has not been good enough. Meaning I need to be better. I need to adapt. I need to change. And the best way for me to do that is this, what I'm talking about. I want to move to 100%. I am now taking medicine. Finally, I said, let me try it. The doctor, she was very hesitant on me taking it. She said, you do know the risks with your medical history that this can cause if you start taking this medicine. And I said, yes, doctor, I know, but something's got to change. I'm tired of being the way I am. I want to finally feel like I can be me. Right? And so she said, all right, if you're going to do this, we're going to put you on the smallest dosage possible, which is 5 milligrams of Adderall. So that is what I'm on currently. And guys, I'm sitting here alive today to tell you, I've never felt more focused. I've never felt happier. I've never felt like I can get shit done more than I am right now. And I've been taking this since December. And from the moment I started taking it, guys, I love it. It's amazing. And I'm so pissed at myself for how long I allowed myself to not take medicine because I was just afraid, or, you know, I don't like taking medicine at all, period. I don't like to take anything. And my stubbornness got in the way of me being able to reach the goals that I wanted. And I'm here today to tell you that I'm ready for those goals. I'm ready to do what it is that I could not do for so long, because I finally got my head out of my ass and I'm ready to go. The medicine I'm on has not affected, changed my heart, done anything. I feel so freaking good. And it's been one of the reasons why this year has been different for me. I know it hasn't been different in the views. I get that. This, you know, I've heard this channel so much that most of you that are still here are here because of the nostalgia. And I know some of you are probably here because you like me or whatever, but I know some of you are probably still here because of the nostalgia of what we once were. And you'd like to see that again. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I want to get back to. I want to get back to that old me that when they started this channel did it and didn't complain and didn't allow anything to get in the way. But if you look at what I've done so far this year in my walkthroughs, we've completed things. I've stuck to it and I did it. Do you know how long? I can't sit here and tell you how long this took me in my side time, because I'm also driving for DoorDash just to make ends meet, because YouTube's not making me shit. It's not making me anything. It's only making enough to pay for my mortgage. And that's it. All the other bills, utilities, medical insurance, groceries, everything else I have to do to drive. Everything else. So I'm driving all day long. I'm usually driving from 7 a.m. to about 3 p.m. I'm not driving right now because Suicide Squad has come out and I wanted to focus on that because I was going to be playing it at night with Green. So I decided not to drive so that I could actually focus on Suicide Squad and get it done. And I'm going to start driving again back on Monday because I'm doing my Suicide Squad walkthroughs at night, or Let's Play at night, and I'm not getting done until 2:30 in the morning, and I can't get up at 7 o'clock after that. I just don't know normal sane. I did that for years in the Army. I can't do that anymore. I'm out of the Army. I'm retired. I don't have that type of energy anymore. I'm not young strain anymore. So I wanted to focus on that. But guys, I spent so many hours into the night doing this walkthrough for everybody, so I could accomplish it and do it. And we did it. We freaking did it. And I'm so proud to finally be able to say that I completed The Last of Us 2 on Grounded. It's one of my most proudest achievements, and it's getting no views. And you know what? That's fine. The views aren't there because of who I was in the past, and I need to change that. And that's what I'm trying. That's why I'm here today, to change that, to get people to want to watch these things again, right? So as you can see, tomorrow I have a full 19.5-hour video that I made. I put it all together in one video, and it's premiering tomorrow. So stop in there, say hello to people that are watching, and make sure you leave a like on it. It will really mean the world to me. Okay. It's my first 19.5-hour video. I would have never been able to get that done right there if it wasn't for this Adderall. Let me tell you that 100% honestly, it would have never happened. The old strain could not do this, but there is something inside me now that is different. I'm focused. I can stick to I feel like I can stick to a schedule better. I feel like I can communicate with you guys better, and I can do it all better. I know people would say Adderall is like speed or whatever, but I don't look at it that's not how it reacts to me. When I'm taking Adderall, I'm not all of a sudden just bouncing off the walls. Okay. That's not how those things interact with me. And I can explain it this way. When I was deployed, I had my first Monster energy drink, right? I was so tired during deployment. You know, it would be, you're getting mortars fired on you every single night. You're waking up in the middle of the night with alarms sounding, and you have to go to the bunker to hopefully be safe, because when they're firing the mortars at you every single night, they don't know where they're landing. They don't know how to aim their mortars. So you just have no idea where it's going to land. So as soon as the mortar comes down, you got to get on the ground, and you got about 10 seconds before you move. And then they tell you, run to the bunkers, run to the bunkers. So then you run, and then you're in there for 2 hours. So I'd have a lot of nights where I'm up at like 5 in the morning because they would put mortar strikes, you know, at 3 in the morning or whatever. And for the first 6 months, I was scared to my life. I mean, obviously anybody would be. But the last 6 months of my deployment, I just started accepting what's going to happen is going to happen. I wouldn't say I stopped caring about my life, but I started just accepting my fate of what was going to happen, because I knew what I was doing. I was there for a good reason. And for me, that was to teach music, because I'm a musician. I'm a drummer, percussionist. So I was teaching the Afghan National Army band how to play music. And that to me was a very rewarding thing, is to teach my love of music. That's why I was there. I wasn't there to fight. I was there to teach. It just so happens that when you're in that type of environment, there's going to be shots fired and you just have to, so I don't want you guys to think I joined the military because I wanted to be badass. No, I joined the military because I wanted to teach music to other cultures and travel the world and stuff. But the reason I say that is I started drinking Monsters because it just got really stressful. So Monsters and energy drinks and that kind of stuff to me doesn't actually make me go a million miles an hour. It does the opposite. Have any of you guys heard of that effect where when you take an energy drink or something similar to that, it calms you as opposed to makes you go super fast? That's what that stuff does. It calms me and it calms my mind, right? That's why I was able to do a lot of walkthroughs on my channel, because I was taking energy drinks, which calmed me, which allowed me to get through certain stuff. I stopped doing energy drinks and soda when I got diagnosed with kidney and liver disease. So I said, I got to stop this stuff because I want to be here for my wife and my child, for years to come. So I stopped, and I haven't been doing that stuff for now about the last 2 years or so. I think it's almost been 2 years. So I'm really proud of myself for getting rid of that. But that also made things worse for me when it came to doing walkthroughs, because I had nothing to calm me down anymore. And I went off the rails for the last 3 years, or 4 years, I guess, 5 since 2000. Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a while. I don't know exactly how long, but what I'm trying to say is now that I'm on Adderall, it doesn't make me faster. It just makes me concentrate more. It makes me actually care about what I'm doing, actually put effort into something and not get distracted as easily, if that's how you could say it. And I hope it's shown so far this year. I've done Mission Impossible. We did Prison Break. And then of course I spent all month, PlayStation was generous enough to give me the game a week and a half in advance, but it took me this long, where the final part just came out 1 day ago, because that's a hard game to play through, especially when you're playing it on Grounded. And it's a long game. 19 hours is this video, so please make sure you check it out if you get the chance to do so. But what I'm trying to say is I feel good right now. I feel my mind is in a good spot that I can do this. So for those of you that could be worried about my health, trying to change this the way that I'm doing, just know that I assure you that I can do this now. Okay. First of all, big thank you to Lucas for the $20 tip. I really appreciate that, bud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Lucas says, I like the sound of these new changes. I know you'll be working hard on the 100% and you'll be watching. Thank you, Lucas. You've been a big supporter for such a long time, and it means the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I definitely recommend Grounded if you like a real challenge, because I'm going to tell you this way, and I'm only going to say this for a few minutes because I want to go on to what I need to say. But The Last of Us, in my opinion, The Last of Us AI, enemy AI, is the best AI I have ever played in a video game, ever, especially on Grounded, because it almost feels like it's realistic. If you're, 50 meters across, you could still see somebody trying to sneak around, and they will see you. It is so difficult to sneak in The Last of Us. So freaking difficult to sneak in The Last of Us. Even on normal, it's difficult. And especially when you get the infected with the clickers, you know how hard it is to sneak up behind a clicker? It's almost impossible. Like, you got to go prone. You got to be in a position to where there is some cover in between you and the clicker that they're able to get close enough to the cover to where you'll snap to them. Otherwise, it's so difficult. And for those of you that have played on Grounded, you know what I'm talking about. So yes, it is definitely difficult, but it's worth it. Completely worth it if you like that challenge. And I'm all about the stealth challenge. I mean, I bet you, and I don't even know if this is true, I could be wrong, but I bet you I'm the only person that ever found a way to sneak the final section of the game right before you have to run through the red door, before that part, that last little kind of area there, to sneak around and take out the enemies, because it is ridiculous. All right, but let's get back to what I was saying. Adderall was working great. I feel I can do this. So I want to do 2 games a week. Essentially, that's what it's going to lead to. And I'm going to plan it all out for the month. I want to do polls, and that's what this community page is for. Community page is for polls and stuff like that, to ask what you guys want. What I want to do is start doing more polls for members, because members are the ones that are helping the channel continue on by actually putting something more than just likes and comments in it. We need likes and comments, and if that's all you can do, that is 100% great, and keep doing that, please, if you are. But for the members, I want to be able to give you guys the options of choosing what we do. So I would like to be able to give, like, say, between 5 games, and the members pick a specific game that they want me to 100%. And then we do that. What that would mean, again, is we would be doing it in stream format. I would have the achievement list or platinum list laid out, and we would go through the game. I don't know what to do. We're just going through the game the first time, unlocking certain achievements. If I say, okay, it says I need to beat level 1 to get this. Okay, well, then we know when we go through the game on normal or on easy or whatever, then that's an easy achievement to check off. And we got that. Okay. So we did that. And then once we've beaten the game, we see what achievements or what trophies we have at the end, and then what we still have left to do. So now let's say we need to complete the game on the hardest setting. So now we go back and complete the game on the hardest setting, and pick up any straggling achievements that we need that we just weren't able to get on our first playthrough. Essentially, I would skip all the cutscenes. It'd be a quicker playthrough of the game, and it would be more like a walkthrough. Essentially, the second playthrough would be like a walkthrough, because I know exactly what I'm doing and how to get there, and it'd be a lot quicker. But we'd be picking up the straggling achievements, hopefully getting 100%. Then what I would do is I would take all of that footage that I have of that, and I would create about an hour-long video. I think an hour long is the perfect amount of time to go through each and every single achievement that we have accomplished, and guide you through it, meaning that I would have my own commentary over top of the video playing, and I would say, all right, so guys, in order to get this specific achievement, this is what you're going to need to do, and the video would showcase exactly what I would be doing to get that. So essentially, that's when it would be like one of these. Let me just do it this way. Platinum trophy, right? Or trophy hunting, whichever one you want to say it. You see all these channels out here that do these. This is the type of video content that you would see on the channel. It'd be like, I mean, I wouldn't be as cringe as this right here. I'm sorry, this is cringe, because that's just not who I am. I'm not going to put that type, my face up there looking like I'm dead inside. Although these video gets hundreds of thousands of views, they're smart. That's what they do. That's how they get that stuff. Great on them. But I'm different, right? I'm me. I'm going to have it with my own flavor in there, but it's going to show you, essentially it would be how to platinum this specific game. And then it would be about an hour long. And then I would go through each achievement, each trophy, and show you guys exactly what you need to do. I would start doing trophy guides. I would start doing collectible guides, like a video with all the collectibles showcasing. That's a lot of editing that I would need to do, but I think it's worth it because we did all the live streams, and now I can do the videos on it that help with the guide. For those of you that maybe couldn't sit there and watch the entire playthrough and you say, man, I really wish I could get this achievement, I would, in this video, you would be able to see me get that achievement. So if you had it, and then of course I would timestamp it, the name of the achievement and where it is in the video, and you would be able to see exactly where it is. You can click on it and say, dang, I always wanted to get upgrade this specific weapon, but I never knew where to find the thing you needed to upgrade it. Well, I would show you, and then that's what it would be. So that's what some of the videos would be. So it'd be a mixture of all the live streams for actually playing the entire game, and then a video showcasing getting all of the achievements. Now, not only that, I would also like to do reviews of games. I feel that that is something a lot of channels are doing nowadays as well, and it's something I've always wanted to get into, to do a proper review, right? And who else to give a proper review than to someone that has actually 100%ed the game, right? 100%. Those are the ones out there that I feel like can actually give really true, proper reviews to say, this is what a game is. Either you're on board with it or you're not. I mean, then you have that decision to make yourself. You know, someone that just plays a game for an hour and then gives a review, no, I feel like you're cheating your community or the people that are watching your videos, and it just doesn't feel right to me to do that. And I feel like I want to do video. Now, what this means is we're going to be live streaming games. I'm not going to be able to get games out as quickly to you as possible, meaning you're not going to have the platinum trophy out on day one. Do you see what I'm saying? Because obviously I wouldn't be able to do that. So some things would take a little longer in the terms, which is why I would have other games going on at the same time. Maybe I would have one older game that I'm platinuming and a new game that I'm trying to go for at the same time, to give you guys a little bit of change, one or the other, depending on what you're into. Because I understand most people have already watched The Last of Us 2. I've done so much content on The Last of Us 2 over the past few years that maybe that's one of the reasons why no one watched this walkthrough, or why it has so little views. You know what I mean? And I get that. I totally do. I want to try to find a way to counter that by giving you guys a reason to watch my live streams. I really feel 100% that people are more interested in watching people that are trying to platinum stuff. I say platinum because PlayStation, but the same thing applies to achievement hunting, you know, on Xbox and PC, because they're called achievements. And I just feel like it's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to dive so deep into every game that I play, but I haven't had the energy to do it. And I feel like I do now. If I do it, if I stick to what I want to do, I feel I can do this. I don't want to get too overzealous, meaning that when new games are coming out, I have to have scheduled knowing, okay, I need to finish this 100% game before this time period so that I can play this new game, right? It's all about scheduling. And if you have a proper schedule, I think people tend to show up more. Like this stream I did right here. I didn't schedule it. Nobody knew about it because I actually did a video. If you look here, this is because I wanted to find a way. How can I get this to you guys in the best proper manner? So I literally just finished a video doing this, and the video that I did right here. It's exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay, exactly. However, it was 30 minutes long, and I said to myself, okay, a video that's 30 minutes long is going to be kind of hard. Maybe I should do a live stream where I can get actually people talking in the live stream, and that might interest people more. So I decided to do a live stream and talk about it instead of doing the video itself. But I'm literally going over the same thing. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out the best way to get this content to you guys where I feel the most people are going to watch. And honestly, more people watch live streams than they do videos. That's just how it is. More people watch live streams than they do videos. Not only that, more people like to watch 100% things because people love people going for a challenge. And I know some of these things are going to be ridiculous challenged. There's a website here, and I'm going to hit F11. I'm going to show you. There's a website. I believe it's called, and I use specifically Opera, the gaming Opera, because I really like this browser. I haven't actually used Google in so long, but Opera is such an awesome browser for me, and I've been using that now for like the past year, and it's just been so great. I really do love using this browser. But I think it's like it's called howlongtobeat.com. Thank you so much, Chazzy. I appreciate it. And this is a good website to use to give you guys an estimate of how long a certain game would take to beat. Let's say, for instance, and I'm just using this as a spitball here. Let's say if I wanted my first 100% game to be well, I did that wrong. Hold on. There we go. Assassin's Creed Rogue. Let's just say, I'm not saying this is going to be it. I will have a list for you guys. I'll take like 5 games or so, and then I'll make a list, and then you guys can choose which one you would like to see. The majority wins, of course. The main story takes 10.5 hours to beat. And the completionist, which is what I would be going for, would be 39.5 hours, right? So if I'm doing 4-hour streams at a time, now I would end up doing more hours of streaming at a time if YouTube was the only thing I do. But again, I have to drive, and I have to do that because I don't make enough on YouTube not to. So the only way I can make this happen is just limiting it to 4 hours a night. I think that would be the best thing I can do. So if I'm doing 2 games at a time, Assassin's Creed Rogue is 39.5 hours to completionist. Maybe I could do a little better than that because I've played the game so many times. I know what to do. I know where to go. It'd be much easier for me to get through it, I think. Let's say 30 hours, 4 hours every single day. If I'm able to stream the game 3 days a week. And this is just my spitballing ideas here. This is why I want you to comment below. To give me if these are good ideas or not. Essentially, it would be 12 hours a week. So that's 12 hours, 24 hours in 2 weeks. This type of game would take me roughly 3 to 4 weeks to finish. So these are huge things that take a long time to do. But at the end, I'd have a video of me completing the entire game, just like I said, and it would be on there, and maybe that video could get quite a bit of views. So I was able to do the streaming, having a lot of people enjoying us having fun while we're going through it, watching me sweat bullets as I'm trying to get a specific achievement, and watching you guys make fun of me like, oh, you failed again, God Strain, come on, you can do this. You know, those types of moments on stream could be awesome and so much fun. There even could be like a bloopers type of videos that I could do for every game, like where I fail to get a certain achievement, or I screw up something, or a glitch happens or something. Those would be funny shorts to do. You can make shorts out of those, and then you can build your short base up, right? Shorts are the tiny videos that happen on the shorts page. You guys know shorts. So you can see where this idea can actually blossom into something really, really cool. And it means the channel would have a direction, a purpose, and I would be motivated, right? The best way to be able to get something done is to be motivated by what you're doing. And if people are watching this and they're digging it, they're having fun, there is nothing more motivating than that, right? Content creators do what they do because, one, they want to get paid, obviously. I mean, you can't say that's not the case. But 2, they want to know that people are enjoying the content that they're coming out with. And if you're leaving likes, you're leaving comments, people are enjoying it. How awesome is that? And that is so motivating, so freaking motivating to continue, to go through the grind, to do everything you need to do, right? So at first, some of these games I'm going to do are smaller style games that aren't going to be too long, like a game like Portal, or maybe even a game like Tomb Raider. I've never 100%ed Tomb Raider, right? Speaking of, the remasters are coming out February 14th. How perfect is it to do my first, or maybe even if I already have one between then, but how awesome would it be to do the Tomb Raider remasters 100%? They would be pretty easy games to 100%, right? You can complete Tomb Raider. Even the remaster is only going to take you maybe 6-7 hours at most, the original Tomb Raider. And then you can get all the other stuff. I mean, it might take you 15 hours to 20 hours to max everything. And I'm being generous. It might probably only take you 10 to get 100% Tomb Raider, the original remasters. So that could be nice stepping blocks to seeing how this is going and to seeing how many people are into it, if you're liking it, right? Because you lose some people that are only here for stealth content. And there's a lot of you out there that are literally only subscribed to this channel because you watched a Splinter Cell walkthrough and you only want to see more Splinter Cell. Well, guys, I can only play Splinter Cell so many times. You know, I've already done 2 Splinter Cell walkthroughs. One I did, the second time I covered it, I did it more challenging by not allowing myself to even be remotely seen. You know, you try to add more and more challenges the more you do stuff. But how fun would this be? Also, this gives us another reason to play Splinter Cell again, right? I've done the PC version of Splinter Cell twice, but Splinter Cell is such an old game that there's no achievements for it except for Splinter Cell Double Agent, Splinter Cell Blacklist, and what was that other one? Conviction. So Double Agent, Conviction, and Blacklist all have achievements. I've never 100% either of those, or either of those. So how fun would it be? I still have a chance to go back and play Splinter Cell games again, but this time actually trying to go for specific achievements. That would be really, really fun to watch. I think it would be, and I'm hoping you guys would as well. For those of you that are so into the stealth portions of stuff, there's so many games that I've never 100%. It would give me a reason to go back and play every Assassin's Creed game to get 100%. And I know some of these things can be very, very time consuming, like grabbing 100 flags and all that stuff, but that's what the 100% is all about, right? It's about the accomplishment of saying, I 100%ed this game. You don't get any satisfaction other than knowing that I was able to accomplish something that a lot of people have never done. And to me, that is a huge thing. And to know that you guys would be along for the ride with me while I try it, while I have many, many fails, while it gets frustrating, but we persevere through it and we get it done. That is an accomplishment in its own. And knowing you guys are there with me through the ride really, really, again, motivates the content creator to do it. And a lot of people do this. So I think it's a really, really cool idea that I've been toying with for such a long time. And I'm super, super excited to get this ball rolling and going. Yeah, Vic, I know you just got in here. How you doing, bud? You'll have to watch the entire thing to really understand what I'm talking about. But I definitely recommend you do that. So I do, yes, Sergeant Frosty, essentially, I don't want to become an achievement hunter channel. I want this channel to become a 100% completionist type of channel, right? And I think that everything I do currently can encompass inside that, but even more. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. And that's who I want to be known as. I don't want to be known as Cinestrain01, the stealth gamer, anymore, because there's no happiness in that. I mean, stealth games are a dying breed, unfortunately, but you need to rebrand yourself. I want to be known more as Cinestrain01, the completionist. I know the completionist is a name that's probably copyrighted and you can't use that name, but we would need to find some type of moniker for us that we could use. Okay. Something that we could be known as, like a title for our videos, a title for the series that we're doing. I know we can't use the completionist, but like Cinestrain Completes or something like that, but like a new branding name for us. The Finisher, yeah. You know, something that someone could look at and say, okay, this guy completes games. Like he 100% games. Someone, you know, something like that. I want your ideas, not just in the live chat, guys. I need you to put those, because I'm not going to remember all the live chat. I need you to put those in the comments below. That's where I need them. Okay. So what I ask you to do, for those of you that have been watching live, is to either go back through the video once this is done and talk at the points that come up to, you know, that, or give me all your ideas in the comments as soon as this is done below, because that's what I need. I want your feedback to know what things could work, what things you think will not work. This is us together coming up with this and figuring out what we can do. So what I did essentially was, I've had this idea for a while. I went to one of my good friends. A lot of you guys know Green. I play games with him sometimes. I've been talking over with Green first because I wanted his input, because he's been someone on the channel that I've actually went and met. I've hung out with him. I've met his wife, his family. We've hung out, and I believe we're good friends. And so I wanted his feedback first to see if this would work. And he was totally on board for this. And I wanted to say, okay, then that gave me the confidence to, and I talked to my wife about it, of course. And she says this would be a great idea because she knows how stressful it is for what I'm doing now, or what I've done in the past, and how it just hasn't been working for the channel, as the channel's been kind of just not gaining enough subscribers lately and not moving forward. We want to continue to build more people. And I feel that this is a way that we can build more subscribers and be able to keep the ones that we have. Because I really feel people would be so interested in watching someone, not just me in general, but someone go through a game 100%. And that just means I'm giving the developers the love that they deserve. I believe every game that gets put out has so much love put into it by the developers. And I want those games to be shown off, because not a lot of people get to see that. Some people watch other people's walkthroughs and they just race through the game. They don't show, and they miss out completely on certain stuff. I don't want to miss out on that stuff. I want to really enjoy it. I want to be so thorough that I leave nothing behind in a game, and it's all on video. It's all on live stream. It's all there for you to see. You can go to a section and say, dude, how did he do this, or whatever. Now, there's some games I will never do this for. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to play so-called Souls-like games, right? Let's just say we put up Dark Souls on here. It's not that it's the fact that it's 105 hours to complete. There are certain games that I just, as a gamer, don't necessarily like to play, right? I want to play the games that I think fit me and would be able to have me be able to finish, that I can get behind it. You know what I mean? And I feel like these types of games here, they don't really sit with me. Now, middle games, like say Rise of the Ronin, I could do, but these types of games, they're just not for me. That's why you've never really seen them on the channel. They may be one-off videos, and I will still do one-off videos. Like if a game is coming out that I feel that, okay, I'm not going to play this entire walkthrough, but a company was gracious enough to give it to me, and it is a game that, or a series of games that I like, and I know I'm going to put a video of it out so I could show you guys maybe the first hour or two, so you guys can make the decision whether or not you think it's for you. I would still do videos like that, or live streams like that. I still want to do stuff like that, but I would let you know this is not a game that I'm trying to 100% or I'm trying to do a walkthrough for. This is a game I just want to show off so you guys can see gameplay from someone who maybe I've hopefully built your trust in games, and you value my opinion on whether or not you would want to purchase it for yourself. Right? Because this is a gaming channel after all. I still want to put reaction videos of stuff like I did last night with the state of play, because I want to put videos out there for gaming of stuff that I'm interested in. You'll always only see videos or trailers of things that I am interested in myself in playing, right? You won't see trailers of Fortnite or Paul World or stuff like that, because I'm not interested in playing any of that stuff. And that way you'll know exactly what to get here. You'll have a thing. And I'm going to use this site as a, or how do you do it? Oh, you got to take away. Yeah, I'm going to use this site as a measurable for what games I want to do. Like, could you imagine me doing a Red Dead Redemption 2 100% thing? I know that would be a heavy undertaking. I've never even finished Red Dead Redemption 2 main story. But could you imagine, like, would you be on board for me going through the entire game 100%ing? Like, is that something you would like to watch? Or even Grand Theft Auto? Or even God of War? I've done God of War Ragnarok. Who's to say I can't do God of War 100%, just like I did with Ragnarok? You know what I mean? And even smaller titles, like games like Hades, or games like Master, what's that side-scrolling ninja game? Master of the Ninja, or what was that called? Shadow of the Ninja, or something like that. I cannot remember what it was called, but things like that. Like my Resident Evil games, right? That's another thing too. Yeah, I didn't finish Red Dead Redemption 2. I still have a Let's Play that's still ongoing. And I have a walkthrough out there. Oh my God. Let's look at this. All right. I love when I can do this. Go to my channel. Actually, yeah, we'll do it from here and go Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Red? What? Redemption 2. You can see all the things I've done. All right. So first of all, I have my PC Let's Play that I started a few years back, and I got pretty far. I mean, it wasn't that I didn't get far in it. There's actually 10, but they're not even all in here. See, I got to go back and I got to go through this. I really need another hand on this channel, because running one channel by yourself is really, really tough. I definitely need some hands to help out. I was even looking at trying to find someone to edit, because think about this. When I have all this footage through my Let's Plays that I'm going to be doing to 100% games, right? To have someone to be able to edit all the stuff that I need would be a huge undertaking, but it would be so much less stressful for me, so I can get to the actual gaming and stuff. And a lot of bigger channels have editors, but I just don't make enough money to be able to pay someone to do a lot of editing. I don't know how I'd be able to work with that person, but if you know anybody out there that would be willing to help a little bit, let me know, because I'm so basic with my editing, and I would like my edits to start looking more professional and all that. And so if you guys know anybody out there that would be interested or whatever, let me know on Discord. Send me a message on Discord or something like that, because that's something I'd be really interested in. But I never even finished this Let's Play. So, and I want to finish this Let's Play. I really do, actually. I want to continue Red Dead, especially in the months when there's not a lot of games that I would do. Like February is a game month where there's some games coming out, like the Tomb Raider series is coming that I want to cover, the remasters. But there's also things I want to do in between too, you know, and keep more videos on the channel and keep things going and people watching and stuff. And then I have this. I have my gold medal walkthrough that I was doing at the same time as this. So essentially I was live streaming the game, learning the missions. Then I was going back and playing those missions over again to get the gold medals. And you can see I did quite a bit of these. And they were really fun. Look, I had one video that was chapter 2 that was 3 hours and 25 minutes. Then I think I started putting them in. That's right. That's what I did. Yeah. So I was doing them by chapters. So I was still working. I still have my videos on my computer for Red Dead Redemption 2, getting the gold walkthroughs that I have not finished, because like I told you, man, I was so just distracted during these times, man. It was just, it's been a tough few years for me lately, guys. It really has. And you've all known this. I mean, I've done live streams on this and videos on this telling you guys, because I've always been upfront with you. It's just been really, really tough for me mentally. And now I feel that I actually got, now that I feel like I have the mental capacity to do it, because I am taking those meds and I feel mentally stronger now. I feel good. I feel like I can do it now. I really feel I can do this. And that's what I'm so excited about. And I'm so glad you guys are here with me. I'm so glad that I can get this out to you guys to let you guys know what my plans are, what I want this channel to be, and how it's going to change. Listen, it's happening. We are rebranding this channel. It is not going to be what it was before. We're not just doing videos and walkthroughs. We're learning, we're adapting, we're moving with the times. It's all about Let's Plays and enjoying the experience with the audience and the chat, and you all in there in the chat, talking to you guys live. I'll be talking to you all live while we're doing it. I'll be asking you guys questions. Hey, does anyone remember how to get this specific achievement? We'll be going through it together. Hey, Ariana, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Ariana Stealth is another awesome gamer such as myself. She does a lot of Rainbow Six stuff. She's really awesome. So make sure you check her out. She's on Twitch a lot. But those are my ideas, and that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I want to do. And I wanted to bring that to you all and let you know what my ideas were. Because there's just so much that I want to do. And might not even have one streamed. Yeah. there's just so much. I've always, you know, I got that what was it? If you remember, let's see here, it was Grand Theft Auto 5. I was doing a gold run, right? I just did a few videos. I stopped those videos because this was the time. I've been thinking about doing this for so long. This was one of the things that helped me realize that this is what I need to do, because look at that. I'm doing just these one mission videos. They're 24 minutes long. People don't like this format anymore. You don't see it anymore. No one does tiny videos, one mission at a time anymore. They don't do it anymore. Oh, you quit. You quit your YouTube and stuff. Did not have the time to until now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. You need to talk to me. Let me know, you know, talk to me sometime. But they just really don't do this stuff anymore. It's all about either having a long form video of the full game or very long videos. You know what I'm saying? It's walkthroughs that I used to do are just really done. They're not anymore. These types of things right here are just, they're gone. They're done. Just doesn't make sense anymore to do these types of things. So that's why I want to change this up and do it the way I want to do. I want to be known more as a 100% completionist channel, more so than anything else. And I really feel that if I do that, people will start paying attention to the channel more. We can get more notoriety, maybe be able to get our name out there more. And those are the ideas that I'm coming up with, but it's happening. It's happening. It's happening one way or another. It's happening. So I just hope you guys are going to be along for the ride with us as we're trying to do this, to rebrand this channel. You got to do it, right? The channels that were thriving 10 years ago, either they're dead and tired, or they don't want to do it anymore. They just want to retire because they're tired of doing it, or they've become so popular that it's become the best thing for them ever, you know? And I don't want to retire, guys. I don't want to leave YouTube. I love what I do. I love this. I love being able to talk to people from all over the world and communicate and get to know people from all over the world. I've met so many friends. And so many of you out there I call friends, even though if we've never met before, that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything to me. You can have friends with people you've never met. This is a different world now, right? And knowing people around the world and understanding what they're going through and have them understanding what you're going through, it just brings people closer. And if more people did that, I feel like there'd be less problems in this world as it is today, right? So these are my plans. This is what I want to do. And I've showed you some things on how I wanted to do it. And I don't think I showed you this. So when it comes to my Let's Plays, this is the person I kind of want to model by. I'm not going to copy them in particular. I've been doing a lot of research on this stuff over the past year. So this is what I've come to the conclusion for it. So this person here is someone I want to emulate kind of my streams after. What they do is they do the same thing as I'm doing, but they just do specifically streams. Mostly streams like almost every day, and every game he plays is 100%. That's what I kind of want to do, where I want to take 100% of the games that I do and live stream them, and then eventually turn them in to this kind of thing at the end of a video. That's what I want to do. So I want to take a little bit from this, a little bit from that, and create this. I can't say this is 100% my own idea, because people do this. So what I'm trying to do is just take a little bit here, a little bit there, and put it together into one solid format with my personality and my type of gaming, right? That's what I want to do. And I'm really, really, really hoping that a lot of you out there, this could be something that could maybe bring you guys back to the channel. I know some of you are on here right now that probably don't watch a lot of my videos. Maybe you just hopped into the stream because I was streaming and you just wanted to see what I was talking about. You are the person I want to do this for. I want to find a way to bring you back. I want to find a way to have someone that was watching me back in 2013, hasn't seen me since then, all of a sudden stumbles upon a video that's going viral that I did because I did this 100%, or I did this achievement challenge or something. And they're like, oh my God, dude, I watched your Splinter Cell walkthrough from 2013. Oh my, I never knew you were still doing this stuff. And now you're doing this. Yes, I'm so back. I want to bring that person back. I've lost a lot of you and I want to do better. And now that I can take my Adderall and I can do this stuff, I know it sounds stupid to say, you know, taking a medicine makes you better, but that is the case. That's what medicines are for, you know, and I want to be able to, now that I can do it, now that I can focus, this is what I want to accomplish. So I hope you guys are here for the ride. I hope you all are excited as I am to do this. I can't wait to start. I'm going to take 5 games or so that I think I want to try this with. I'm going to put a vote. Eventually these votes are going to go to members only because I really feel that I need to do better when it comes to honoring the people, members and patrons that are actually out there every single month paying for this channel, paying the bills literally so that we can keep the lights on, so I can take care of my wife. Some of you out there every single month are given Superman tiers of money, and I can't thank you enough. Obviously that's not enough to sustain what I do here. That's why I have to have the second job of driving, but I want to get to the point where I can build that membership up so much that it pays for all of my bills, and then I don't have to worry about ads. I don't have to worry about copyright. I don't have to worry about anything. And I can just focus on what I love, which is bringing the videos and games to all of you. So this is my idea. This is what I want to do. And yes, Sergeant Frosty, the consistency is so important to me now, which is why this beginning of this year, I started to be consistent in that regard. And you've seen what I've done, and it's only February 1st right now. That's a lot. Honestly, that is a lot of content, especially this right here. Done in under a month, done in 2 weeks, right here. That took so much time. And again, I've got a 19-hour video that's premiering tomorrow. So by all means, stop by that video when it's premiering tomorrow. Come by, say hello to the people that are there. I'll try to stop in every now and then. It's starting at 9 a.m. and it's literally going to go until about 4 a.m., 4 or 5 a.m., somewhere around in there. It's going to go all day. This is the first ever long form video that I have done that's been over like 6 or 8 hours. This is 19 hours. I was so surprised that I was able to get this done. And so I really do hope some of you guys check it out at the very least. Make sure you leave a comment on it. Another thing I want to know before I leave here, something that is very important to the algorithm to help us out: comments and likes. To some of you, it might be an afterthought. You don't really think about it, but I can't stress enough how important leaving a like, or even a dislike if you don't like it, or a comment, to show, it helps the algorithm to show that this is a video that YouTube can recommend. That's why all these big channels keep continuing to get bigger, because so many people do leave those likes and do comment on their videos. Unfortunately, I could literally go through almost my entire, check this out. I can go through almost my entire playlist of what I just did in my Last of Us, right? You look at number 1 and I click on it. 9 comments, just 9. So let's say, okay, this video has over 2.3 thousand views. Okay. 10%, not even 10%, 5% have left a like. Only 9 people. That's 0.01% have left an engagement. That is another reason why this channel has been pushed back into the category of where if you search look at this, search The Last of Us 2 Remastered Grounded, I might show up, I can select them somewhat high here. Right here. We'll see. Look, actually I'm showing up. I don't know if I'm showing up number 1. I want you to do this on your screens right now. Okay. If you got a computer around or something, I want you to type in The Last of Us 2 Remastered Grounded and show me where I line up in that. Okay. And I know there may be one or two of you that can do it right now, because I would love to know. On mine, it shows up as number 1. That's kind of cool. I like that. And even part 2 is pretty close. So that's not doing too bad. But I want to know, but that's on my screen. And you got to remember that I'm the one watching my content. So my content's going to show up better than my content's going to show up on yours. So I want to see, where does it show up on yours? Because when I just type in remastered without putting grounded in there, I'm nowhere to be found. See these other guys? Look, I'm not on here at all. So you can see where if people are searching The Last of Us 2 Remastered, they're never going to find my walkthrough, which is why I think doing that type of walkthrough is just not popular anymore, unless you're one of the guys that do the exploit where they put walkthrough in the title and it's not a walkthrough, it's a let's play. MK Icefire does the same thing. All those big guys, love them to death. I mean, obviously they've gotten their fame. They know how to extort the system, and they do it. But it makes it hard for people to actually find those that are doing walkthroughs. This is not a walkthrough again. It's a let's play. There's a difference. And all you see are people that are actually doing nothing of the sort. Like, okay, let's say we typed in walkthrough. Here you go. Game Riot. That's not a walkthrough. He's doing a let's play. Shakiro. That's not a walkthrough. You're doing a let's play. Gamers Little Playground. I love these guys. These guys are really good guys. I like them. But it's not a walkthrough. It's a let's play or a playthrough. Because they're not even doing commentary. Walkthrough means I'm walking you through a game. I'm showing you how to complete it. Playthrough means playthroughs and let's plays are about the same thing. But it's all about the system and how the algorithm works. And you can easily see they're not walkthroughs. What I'm doing is an actual walkthrough. But you'll never find mine. Mine's all the way down here. And you're not going to go through all of these and say, let me see. No, you're not going to get down to mine. You're just going to click on the first one you see, because that's just the way the world is today. So what can I do to make sure that my videos get higher? It's all about likes, comments, and doing the best I can in my videos that make people want to come back. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do. And I hope you guys on board for it, because this channel is changing. And I mean that 100% sincerely. We cannot continue doing what we've been doing. We have to branch out. We have to change it up. And I felt, instead of me just turning into a let's play channel and all I'm doing is live streaming games, I don't want to turn into that. There are way too many of those people on YouTube. You can type in any game and just see let's play, let's play, let's play, let's play. How do you distinguish yourself from those? That's why I said, all right, let me do something that not a lot of people are doing. Some people are doing, but not a lot. And I'm hoping I can bring in more people in that case. There, I said everything I wanted to say. Thank you all for being here. Almost got to 100 likes. Help us get to 100 likes before we leave here. That would mean a lot. That'd be awesome. And I hope you guys, even though some of you that watch this live, I really do hope you guys comment below. It's so important. Please give me your feedback on a few things. This is what I want your feedback on. 1, do you like this idea? 2, if you don't like this idea, how can I do it better? 3, what type of games would this idea be good for? Okay, those are the main 3 comments that I would love to see in the comments below, and I will answer every single comment. Okay, I will answer every single comment. All right, that is a promise. I will wait until probably tomorrow to see what the views are and the comments are, but then I'll go through and tell you and actually listen to your feedback and see what it is that you think I can do. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Yes, there is a difference between a walkthrough and 100% walkthrough. What I've been doing has been walkthroughs. I have been doing 100% walkthroughs. What I've been doing are walkthroughs. Now, I put 100% collectibles because even though this is not a 100% walkthrough, it's a 100% collectible guide. So there is a difference. Most of the things that I've always done in the past are walkthroughs. I'm not 100%ing a game. What I'm planning on doing is 100%ing a game. Oh, sorry. Number 4. The fourth thing I want you guys to comment on is a name for the channel. Cinestrain 01 has obviously been the name for so long, but we need a new moniker with Cinestrain 01 in it. A moniker that says we're a completionist, but without using something that other people use. A lot of people, someone's already known as the completionist, so I can't change my name to that. So in the comments below, what do you think would be a good name to be known as? Like Cinestrain 01 completes, or something that people can look at my name and say, this guy completes games 100%. Okay. You can even put some joke ones in there too or whatever, but I want to know which ones you consider serious, because I really, really, really need, the name of the channel needs to be something that people look at and say, okay, I know what he does. Right? That's what I want to do. But I also want people to know that this is a channel that they can come to relax, have fun, enjoy games, and get every little ounce of every game that we play. Okay. Thank you all for tuning into this live stream. I appreciate you. I know I've rambled on now for, how long has this live stream been? We started at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Look at us. CS 100. You guys can leave them in there, but I'm not going to remember them. So that's why I want you to put them in the comments because I will not remember this. Also, I don't want to be clickbait. I want to be different. A lot of people clickbait. I don't want to be clickbait. I don't want to have silly photos of myself. Like, I platinumed this game and it almost killed me, and a picture of me going, you know, I'm not that. That's not me. I want to be taken serious. I want to be a channel that people come to and say, this guy completes games, you know, but has fun too, right? I want to be fun, but I just don't want to be too ridiculous. So give me all your suggestions in the comments below on all the things that I talked about. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to Lucas for the donation. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to have you guys in here. And I'm hoping that we can build up our live stream community, even people that don't care about 100% of games, that just want to watch the channel live, then they're going to have that chance to do so. So also, I want to know comments. I know I said one thing, but it also entails things like, what's a good streaming schedule, you think? How many games should we play at a time? So that maybe one person's not interested in this game, but then they can watch this one. What's good streaming schedule? What's good prepping, stuff like that. I want all of your feedback. Any feedback you have on this idea, I want it to be from you guys. Yes, going bald should be natural, not from tearing out your hair. That's a very true statement. But thank you guys so much for watching the live stream. For those of you that were here the whole time, I appreciate it. Don't forget to comment below, and I'm really, really excited for what the future holds, right? I'm so excited. I feel ready, mentally stable. I want to do this, even though I know I'm still driving and trying to make ends meet doing other stuff. This is something I want to do. Yes, this means there won't be as many videos on the channel that you see. I won't have a part 1, a part 2, a part 3, a part 4, a part 5. You'll still have that, but it's going to be in live stream format. And I still will do walkthroughs for games that don't have achievements and stuff like that. So don't fret on that. You're still going to see those kind of things, but this just gives a new longevity to the channel that I'm hoping can last the test of time. Right. And I feel like this type of thing, there's never going to be a time where people aren't interested in watching YouTube videos of people that have 100%ed something. Right? Because not everybody has the time to do that. I want this channel to be one of those channels. Okay. So thank you all for tuning in. Give me your feedback in the comments below. And I love you all. Thank you so much. 14 years on this channel. And I want to be able to sit here in 14 years and say the same thing. Thank you for continuing to make this channel the best it can be, so that I can sit there at that point in time and say, 14 years later, thank you again for keeping this. But it'd be more like, thank you for keeping this channel alive. I'm 70 years old, but we're going strong. My wife left me. My kids don't love me, but we're still going strong. You know, obviously, hopefully not like that. But I still feel young at heart. And that's what really matters. And I'm focused. Guys, ladies, I am focused and I'm ready to do this. So let's do it together. All right. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bitches. Meow.